So all the basins now have completed their GSPs for SGMA. The critically overdrafted basins submitted them in 2020, and the medium and high priority have just submitted them recently in 2022. So what's next with the GSPs coming in? Most of these GSPs have listed data gaps and implementation. So everybody needs to look at those data gaps and what needs to be implemented. I've been focusing on the data gaps because for implementation, we really need to understand how the basins are working. The GSPs were written with the best available information, as most people found out. We really don't understand our basins that well. So we've been using the models and the data we have to come up with our best data to come up with the sustainable management criteria to be sustainable, but now we really got to take those data gaps and understand these basins. So what does that mean for us? A lot of people don't really understand how the different aquifers are connected. So there's different ways we can look at that. People are pumping with their ag wells. A lot of people are putting monitoring wells. We can put those together and start looking at the real stresses on the basins during actual pumping. A lot of my background's from environmental, and if we took a site like this and tried to investigate it, we'd be putting wells in every 10-meter spaces to try to figure this out. Well, that can't be done at the scale of these basins. So we got to figure ways to collect that same data and stay within budgets. And there's ways to do it with instrumentation, using the pumping that's going on, the geophysics that's been recently being done by DWR with flying over helicopters that helps us look at the soils underneath, taking that data and putting it all together and really understanding how the groundwater moves through. And then what's really important is to take that data and go back to what we put in the GSPs and start actually checking that. What did we say? How did we say sustainability would work? And what's the data we're coming? What do we need to change? We set up these what's called minimum thresholds and minimum objectives. How low can we let water go, or what can water quality changes be? We need to take those numbers and look how we did it, and how does this new data want us to change those numbers to become sustainable.